He said, and I quote, "New niggas is just new niggas. Don't get involved." For some reason, niggas skipped that part of the verse.
For real.
They said, "Oh, I'm getting involved."
Yeah.
You know who needs to be involved? Me. I need to be involved in all of this.
Kendrick said it the best during the BET cypher. You either corny or an opportunist.
Bro.
The best way you put it. Honestly.
Everybody's making a response. We are recording, so you can start. Know you're ready.
Finally famous in this, getting money. You know what I mean? Back again, you know, feel me? The HID Boyz in HD. I'll be your host, Quan Washington, Genghis Quan, Guantanamo Bay. You know what I'm saying? Quantify the quality. You feel me? Talib Kwani. I think you've called me that before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, we here again. I'm here with my co-host.
You already know what it is. It's your main man, the Unstoppable Bloodbath, back at it again. Talking that Hold It Down podcast stuff. You already heard from my podcast co-host, One Man Quan Changed the World. And yeah, this is a Hold Down podcast where we talk hip-hop and battle rap culture as a whole.
Is this a new chapter of you where like you say shit that don't work, but it still kind of works somehow? It's like when Lil Wayne said, I can say it don't rhyme, and it's gonna rhyme. Like, that's how it feels.
One man Quan changed the world.
No. I can't, bro.
All right, but yeah, thank y'all for tuning to another episode. If you've never been here before, the Hold Down podcast is all about battle rap first and foremost.
You dig?
And then we talk other hip hop news and shenanigans. That's the first part, hip hop shenanigans. Then we get into actual battle reviews. Then we end it off with our artist of the week. Now, sometimes we won't do an artist of the week, and we'll just spend our whole first segment doing like a deep dive into an artist's discography and how we felt about their growth over time. Usually artists from like the blog era of rap is what we try to stick to so far. That's what we've been doing. It might evolve over time. But yeah, that's the show in the nutshell. Because
we two niggas that was inside and outside. You feel me? During these days, during the blog era, it was showing more love to the niggas that was inside. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And a lot of times we usually talk about the news and shenanigans, but you know what? Sometimes we get a little tired of that shit. And I actually would like, if we're going to talk about new shit, it's got to be shit that we both can chime in on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This respectable brother right here, you really don't give a damn about all that shade room shit y'all be talking about.
I really don't.
Really don't give two fucks. Couldn't give a half of a fuck, honestly.
I rarely know who those people are that they be talking about.
You know what I'm saying? They don't affect our lives. So, you know. Or it'd be shit that's like kind of not funny. You know what I'm saying? It'd be kind of like serious shit. Or people that just do such bullshit that like we don't want to talk about them because like they're starting to become, you know, a nuisance and whatnot. So, you know, we decided to give I call it like giving artists their flowers. You feel me? So if they ever be like, yo, nobody gives me our credit, like, hey, you can always chime to this little podcast right here and, you know, you got your credit. We'll give you the love that you deserve, you know what I'm saying, from start to finish. But today we're going to be talking about Mr. Sean Michael Leonard Anderson, otherwise known as Big Sean.
That is a long ass name.
I really just looked at it now on Wikipedia and I did not know he had two middle names. It's crazy. Side note, why do people always have Michael as their middle name? I remember I used to know Stephen Michael in Spring Hill. Now it's Sean Michael Leonard. That's a whole name inside of your name. But yeah, Big Sean, Detroit representative. Shout out to BZ, 430. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Part of Dead End Gaming. You know what I'm saying? We'll plug that a little later. You know what I'm saying? DEG. Feel me? But yeah, Big Sean, man. What can we say about Big Sean? I'll personally say, at one time, he was definitely one of my favorite artists on the come up. I definitely recognized his story. I was a big fan. I was one of the people that wanted to buy them POW chains. Niggas don't even know about that. Niggas know about YouKnowBigSean.com. I used to be on that site looking at the POW chains. They were $100. Solid, not solid gold, but like solid metal. There was different colors.
I had to say, that was not gold if it was $100.
Nah. But they were like solid chains though, so it probably wouldn't turn or nothing. It would be good accessories. You know what I'm saying? But I remember one of them shits bad. But you know, it was during the recession, so employment, especially for big ass black niggas straight out of high school, it wasn't the look. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, Big Sean, active from 07 to now, and I want to say like let's take it to the beginning. You know, in short, from Detroit, spitter, signed to Kanye, released mixtapes, had some albums. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, the albums did well. Yep. You know, we've said here that we know plenty of people that be talented and just don't pop or don't go mainstream for some reason. You know, we won't say too many names. You know, like STS. You know,
that was unnecessary. That was unnecessary.
But STS had some fire on his name. I personally I didn't really care for him, but he was one of the people that like had people co-sign him and whatnot. And then it just seemed like he bro. just
he's nice.
He just, I don't know. Like I feel like people be finding other shit to do. Like they may be in the underground rap world and they just find a different network. I've known some people like that. Like actually, one of the niggas that managed A$AP Rocky at one time, he was a dude named Chase Infinite. He was a rapper, and I was like, oh shit, they rocking together. That's cool. But yeah, Big Sean.
So would you say after all these years and after all these albums, would you say he's finally
famous? Yes, finally, definitely finally famous. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
You know what I mean? But yeah, like from the first mixtape, bro, I just remember seeing this, you know, skinny ass kid in Bape outfits and shit. You know what I'm saying? Rapping
a lot of Bape.
Yeah, rapping for Kanye's homies and whatnot, killing it too. You know what I'm saying? Had some bars here and there. You know what I mean? Getting his name up, making some songs. I remember the first mixtape was cool. It was alright. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, this is a cool guy. You know, he's under Kanye. He can rap. I like his rapping. I don't know if he's like got it yet, right? It wasn't until for me the second tape, which is actually named You Know Big Sean after his website, right? That was the one where I was like, okay, I see we got something here. That's where the super duper flow came in that, you know, kind of ran 08 and it was 08, 09. It definitely ran most Young Money songs during that time. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of ran the whole game at one time. You know what I mean? Was controversial. Drake used it. Ludacris got dissed for using it. You know what I mean? Shit like that. But yeah. Got killed, known for killing freestyles. I think he became a XXL freshman around that time too.
He did.
Yeah, man. You know, just a young man finding his way and being fresh on all you niggas at the same time. You know what I mean? What you feel about Big Sean?
So I remember this was blog era, so I kept seeing his name all the fucking time for different mixtapes and different freestyles and stuff.
Yeah.
And then of course he had his finally famous series of mixtapes.
Yeah.
And everyone, like every time we drop another one, people are like, oh, he's getting better. I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I'll come around to it. And then I listened to Big Nut Bust.
That song is underrated.
I listened to Big Nut Bust. And I was like, you know what? I like this guy. 1, the song title. 2, this is a good song in general.
Yeah. It was a pretty decent song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I listened to it like recently before. Yeah. Definitely. Asshole then, a bigger dick now. Don't believe me, bitch, look down.
Because I was like, this is perfect. This is childish. And I was a child at the time, so it fit everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I started rocking with Big Sean, and then I saw he got signed to Good Music. So all right, cool. Yeah. And he just started dropping really good guest verses on stuff.
Yeah,
he was dropping really good guest verses, even on I remember he had a standout verse on Looking for Trouble, which that song was hard in general.
A stacked song.
Yeah. And he kept appearing on those Good Friday tracks too, because he was a Good Friday. He was a good music artist. And I feel like that's what really catapulted him, honestly.
True. At that time my fiance's sister even liked Big Sean. I played one of them songs around her and she just remembered him saying, that's the bitch you give a wedding ring? Man, me and my niggas nutted on her everything. I was like, nigga, how do you nut on her everything?
Niggas that time.
It was that time, bro. That shit was crazy. But yeah, like Big Sean was killing shit back then, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that was actually around the time where he was like really, not developing, but like he was getting into his own style, because definitely really early Big Sean sounded too much like Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that just for the voice inflections, like, you know, early Kanye was kind of like sarcastic black humor. You know, so he was almost like a rapping Black Twitter before Black Twitter in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. And Big Sean was kind of like that. I guess he thought Kanye he thought that Kanye wanted him to sound like him for some reason. So he would like do like, oh, that's your girl. shit like that. Like, you know, but at that time he started getting a little confident, brought the voice down a little bit, you know what I mean? Got into his bag, you know what I'm saying? Started saying, boy, I do it. So I don't know if I said it here, but I forgot what y'all was talking about, but I remember y'all meant the Dead End people, shout out to the label Pot a Lot Records, you know what I'm saying? Like, Dead End was talking about Big Sean real quick recently, and C-Town just came in, boy. That shit made me laugh so hard, because he ain't used some ad-libs in a minute, but he definitely, it was like when niggas always trying to find their like traditional, I mean not traditional, their standard like ad-lib, that was definitely his shit.
That was, it really, really was.
The boy and I do it.
It made it even funnier that they don't like Big Sean. And
at all.
I haven't went back and listened to any of the Big Sean reviews to remember why they don't like Big Sean.
They shitted on Big Sean so
but
bad.
I do vividly remember that they don't like anything he's put out.
Even now, that's what gets me. Like I think he got better. He's matured, but like I can understand why they didn't like him. You know what I'm saying? He was a bit of a younger sound. Like I said, his music was a little less mature. And while he definitely has good punchlines, he also definitely has the corny ones. Like I do remember also Mike C-Town had pointed out one time on his actually a respected album, I think it was Dark
Sky Paradise.
Dark Sky Paradise. Fire album. My favorite album from him, personally.
Me too.
But the song he has with Ty Dolla $ign, he said, Big Sean really said, I'm all ears. In other words, here for you. Nigga was like, what the fuck was that? Like, so Big Sean has corny punchlines every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? So I guess that's one of the things that put off Dead End to him. But we gonna give him his flowers because the Big Sean hate gotta stop.
Oh no, right? We both fuck with Big Sean, so yeah,
for sure.
I'm not one of these niggas who I'll just start agreeing with Dead End just because they're the label. I don't give a fuck. I like Big Sean. They know I will disagree with them at a moment's notice.
Yeah, shit. I followed Dead. I remember all them early first album, you know, reviews that they gave, and they didn't like niggas. You know what I'm saying? I still listen to A$AP Rocky all the time at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I still listen to Big Sean all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Them niggas ain't gonna tell me what I can and can't listen to.
You feel me? Nigga, I'm me, nigga.
But yeah,
I ain't friendly.
Never been that. So yeah, he dropped the Finally Famous series, and he dropped Detroit, which is basically like his last mixtape, almost kind of like an album.
I think that one came.
That came
after the first album.
Yeah, that came after Finally Famous the album. Finally Famous the album was in 2011. Detroit was in 2012.
Yeah,
right.
Which Finally Famous I remember had hits on it because I think the first one, My Last. Personally, I like that song. I think the piano in that song is amazing. You know, it's Big Sean doing what he do.
Yeah,
spitting some bars. Chris Brown. You know, a few years after the Rihanna debacle, and I only say that because I remember on the hook he actually says, "I'm gonna put this drink up like it's my last. I'm gonna hit this night up like it's my last."
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm gonna hit this ass up like it's my last. But they don't put that part in the song because they don't want to see Chris Brown saying hit on any records. It's still too fresh. You know what I'm saying? But it was a good song, good feature.
He also had Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay.
Oh, the streets love that. With Roscoe Dash,
banger.
But he was popping at the time.
Yeah.
I
don't know if he was still popping by 2011. I feel like this was like his last.
It was during his last legs, but he still had a little name. He still had a little. His voice meant something, and he definitely contributed to the record in a good way.
He did. I ain't taking nothing away from him.
Yeah.
And then he also had ass.
Let's talk about ass, my nigga. All right. First of all, see, this is one of the times where I've definitely been critical of Nicki Minaj for her beef with Cardi B because I hate that shit as a New York person.
Mm-hmm.
But this is one of the times where I'm very happy for Nicki because like that song
that remix is shot to the moon. Bro.
Woo! That song went crazy when Nicki got on it. That song went crazy.
It needed it.
That I don't know what girls like about Nicki being weird on records, but that shit and you know, respect to Nicki Minaj because Nicki Minaj, I think it was big talk about her freaking getting ass shots, which she did, but everybody loved Nicki Minaj was so fine to niggas. So like her talking about her ass on the record, everybody was here for it. Everybody, me included, just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? That song was so fire. That
album did numbers. I didn't realize that album went platinum.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it.
That album went platinum.
But I mean, it makes sense when you got songs like Ass on it. Like,
that song was a banger. If y'all don't know that song, y'all was not outside at all.
Couldn't have been.
And you didn't have Wi-Fi, my nigga. like that song was everywhere. Crazy. That was what made, I feel like, Big Sean like a certified like up here. You know what I'm saying? Like he already had hits and he was respected. It's like, all right, the album's not gonna flop, but that joint like made him like, you know, got him like probably stadium status. Like, you know, we're gonna put him on B. He's got to be on the BET Awards, like type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, that's when he started getting his respect. Honestly,
for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and it was a good album too. Like, it was definitely a good album. You know, you had to accept certain things because you know it's a major label debut, so there's gonna be some joints on there that are a little more cookie cutter, fluffy. But even the hits was like decent. Like that was an album I definitely played a lot, and I remember I used to play that song. I used to play that album when I would drive to work. You know what I'm saying? That song would give me motivation because he definitely was one of the motivational rappers. Like, he wasn't just trying to flex on you every damn song. Like, he would definitely flex, you know what I'm saying? But he'd also be like, I came from nothing. Like, I worked for this. Like, you could do it too type energy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, first album did great. Then we move on to Detroit, mixtape.
Yep.
Now, here I feel like is where niggas start taking him serious. Like, as an actual, like spitter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was already respected as a hit maker and he could rap. He's decent. He's Kanye's man. I feel like this part he was like, you know, oh, he knows how to do his own shit. Like, you know, Moolah, monster, banger. You feel me? And got one of the most random niggas in the game, French Montana on it. He on random records, bro.
He really is. Like, I will never take away the French got hits.
Yeah.
I will never ever deny that.
That nigga's random as fuck. But yeah, Detroit. Niggas almost forget that that's a mixtape because it was so successful and like it's such a quality tape.
Yeah.
For some people, Detroit is their his like almost best acclaimed release. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the J. Cole, the 24 Carats of Gold. That was a banger on there. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like me, I really fucked with Roll Weed Time. This my roll weed time. Don't turn it into dead in the street. I fucked with that because that beat was by Southside and it was so hard. Shout out to FIFO. That bump in the whip. And it was like Big Sean at his best. Like, it's just on a trap ass beat talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that shit was, bro, dog. Nigga was like, bro. I'm sorry. That song was just one of my favorite songs, and I would play it so much. That's one of the songs I would get ignorant in the car with. Besides, like, that was also after the Kanye album with All the Good Fridays. So it had it was after Mercy, which, you know, Big Sean got some respect on that too. You know, Lamborghini Mercy Swerve. You feel me? Build a house up on that ass. That's an ass state. Rolling my weed on it. That's an ass plate. I really can see why Dead End don't like him because I feel like that's some type of shit young niggas like us would like.
Yeah,
but they ain't gonna be like, this nigga made a four bar stanza just talking about ass.
I don't see the problem with it.
I don't see the problem with it. I like ass. Ass is wonderful.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
So after Detroit, that's when he dropped his next album, his sophomore album, Hall of Fame.
Now, this album,
it wasn't as big as Finally Famous album. This only went gold. I mean, that's still a lot.
Yeah, and he had hits on there. I think he had Beware with Jhené Aiko. That song was Jhené Aiko and Lil Wayne. Yeah. Definitely a respected song. Definitely. Yeah. But just as far as the album, it wasn't, as a listener, I wasn't too impressed with that joint. I only remember that song in 10 to 10, which is cool. Young Chop production. Forgot to mention, Moolah was also produced by Young Chop, who was on fire during that time. Crazy. Beats was crazy. You know what I'm saying? 10 to 10 and Fire. And I only remember Fire because I liked the song, but then I was also disappointed when he decided to make the video, and then Miley Cyrus ended up being the main chick. And I never, when Miley Cyrus decided to just appropriate hip hop for that little stint, I was never on the Miley train.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't hyped with Mike Will working with her. I didn't like the song 23. I didn't like her sticking her tongue out and twerking her long back all the damn time. I wasn't hyped.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And this is somebody that I dug Hannah Montana. Like the show was cool. And then when she let the wig off and was becoming grown, I was like, oh, Party in USA? Like, she's kind of cute.
Party in USA was a banger.
That's still a banger now. It's still a banger now.
Still.
But then when she decided to go blonde and act weird, I was like, I saw it coming. I was like, this is not really her.
Yeah, I don't care about her. So
at all.
His next album was Dark Sky Paradise. Still my favorite Big Sean album.
The best Big Sean album, I say.
Like this one, I was like, okay, I'm fucking with. Like, it was like I fuck with other stuff he had because like Control, that wasn't a part of Hall of Fame because it wasn't featured on the album. Like it came out around.
Yeah,
the
I think
time.
it was sample clearance.
Yeah, I think that's why. But like people, Control is crazy. What do you know on the album?
It was crazy because you got a Kendrick feature in J Electronica, but I can understand that not being on the album besides clearance and sample clearance because also like you're not even. It was his song and like
nobody
talked about Big Sean being on there.
Mm-hmm.
They just talked about Kendrick and him dropping the names. Like niggas forgot that Kendrick could actually rap. That was a weird time for us because we know as Kendrick fans like how busy that day can get, but I don't know.
It was also weird that people kept acting like Kendrick was sending shots at niggas. He didn't insult not one person. Bro, that's why I was so confused why niggas kept having to make responses and speak about Kendrick insulting them. He didn't insult not one person he named. Bro. The most offensive thing, I guess, is when he called himself the King of New York. But to me, as a Southerner, I didn't care.
And as a New Yorker, I didn't care neither. Because honestly, on DJ Vlad, Corrupt actually clarified. He's not just calling himself as the King of New York. He's quoting me. That's a lyric that Corrupt said before. Mm-hmm. So it was like, and I feel like listen, two people responded to that moment the best. When Big Crit was like, they wanted me to talk about this Kendrick shit that really dissed me on.
Yeah.
He didn't diss
him.
He didn't really diss
nobody.
And then when Kendrick was on the BT Cypher and let niggas have 24 bars of straight fire, you know what I'm saying? Shit ain't been the same since they dropped Control and tucked the sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. That was definitely a shot at Drake because I ain't gonna lie. I'm a Drake fan. I didn't like how he was reacting. He was acting salty during them times because you'd be like, all right, yeah, he mentioned the names, but like, did that really make a moment? Like, yes, nigga, it did. Everybody's talking about it. B.O.B. was making response records, nigga. I remember he was the first one to respond. I think
so many niggas responding. It was like the worst part.
Joey Badass.
It was so many niggas who weren't named because he said, and I quote, "New niggas is just new niggas. Don't get involved." For some reason, niggas skipped that part of the verse.
For real. They
said, "Oh, I'm getting involved." Yeah. You know who needs to be involved? Me. I need to be involved in all of this.
Kendrick said it the best during the BET Cypher. You either corny or an opportunist.
Bro.
It's the best way you put it. Honestly.
Everybody was making responses and shit. I was like, dog, he wasn't talking to you. I do remember around that time also. I remember the oddest reaction.
Niggas was tight.
Speaking of niggas being tight, dog, I'm telling you.
Niggas was tight they wasn't mentioned. Oh, that's freaking where Ooh Kill 'Em comes from. By Meek Mill. Which was a moment when it came out.
It was. I remember you know how TMZ interviews random celebrities as they walking around. Yeah. I remember TMZ, they had asked Diddy. It was like, Diddy, how do you feel about Kendrick calling himself the King of New York? He was deeply offended. Deeply offended. Yeah, all I remember is Diddy was like, Diddy was like this, like, you want to see me walking with my kids? You gonna ask me that? This insults you that bad that you can't talk about it in front of your kids?
Yo, I forgot.
Diddy was hurt.
Because niggas talk about J. Cole and Diddy having a fight. That's what it was over. Because Diddy was drunk and he saw Kendrick and he was about to go out to Kendrick and they was exchanging words. And J. Cole tried to get in the middle of this shit. Mm-hmm. And I guess Diddy and, got aggressive. You know how shit get with niggas. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I forgot that that's where
Diddy
that came from.
Deeply bothered by that nigga calling himself the King of New York.
And that's where the media really is crazy. Because, like, I swear when I listened to it, that part went, like, I didn't care he said the King of New York. I didn't take it no offensive at all. But everybody else was like, he called himself the King of New York. And they just stuck with that line like he really meant it.
But the problem was New York didn't have no niggas popping at the time, really in mainstream rap at that time. Nobody. Joey Badass was starting to get his name up. Yeah. That's really it. Him and Pro Era. But Pro Era was already dying off and Badass was clearly the only nigga who was going to make it at that point.
And you know what makes it really bad? I feel like that's really why niggas was tight.
Yeah, because they didn't have nobody. Because what was that? That was 2013?
Pop Smoke wasn't around yet.
We got ASAP? That was it.
ASAP Rocky, like as a Harlem representative, they kept on saying though he sounded like a Houston nigga. So they didn't really. New York didn't really claim him like they should have. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody.
And then Jay-Z
only
was
mad at yourselves.
Jay-Z was too busy, you know what I'm saying, being with Beyonce at the moment.
Yeah.
So it was like, we didn't really have nobody to defend the crown. So it was like, nigga, some niggas was like, yo, he might be.
niggas like, well, is he though?
Yeah.
Well, we need to figure this out. Let's have a meeting.
New York ain't have no defense at the time.
Nothing.
You feel me?
Nothing.
I remember shit. Even freaking Jay Electronica was the most New York sounding nigga at the time, and he's from New Orleans.
Nigga,
You know
really forget that. He don't even live in America no more.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, shout out to Jay Electronica. You know what I'm saying?
That's my dog. He was my favorite rapper for a very long time. Yeah. He really let me down
until he dropped that Jay-Z mixtape.
He really let me down. You still never heard the other album that was supposedly done back in like 2012
with Just Blaze production.
And everyone in the industry has heard it, dog. Everybody says, "Oh yeah, that album was crazy."
If I could rewind the hands of time, I would want to blow up just so I could hear that album.
I don't like. I've said this to you before. I don't care about being famous. I don't care about none of that. I just want to be big enough
to listen to that
to where I can hear music that doesn't get released, and that's gonna be the first thing I listen to. That, and then I'll work my way around the detox. But I didn't need to hear that album first. Because I'm telling you, bro, at that time, Jay Electronica could do no wrong. He was my favorite rapper by far. It was like leaps and bounds ahead of other niggas, bro.
The nigga rapped over movie scores.
Yes, that nigga started a song off by saying, and I quote, Jay Electrolysis, probing the globe like a geologist, putting all you pussies on display like gynecologists.
Bruh.
I don't give a fuck, bro. It's different. That nigga's different. He let me down still. Anyway,
nigga, set yourself on fire. Let the wisdom of Elijah purify you. Take a nigga higher, sold your soul to the highest fire. Now you in the wire, talking about 2-foot tires. Saying you sell crack, clapping at cats with Max, but you a liar. Pants on fire. Same old rugged cross, different crucified Messiah. I don't even remember niggas' lyrics like that no more. But I remember that nigga shit.
Yeah, bro. He was supposed to be that guy.
He was supposed to be.
But I guess he didn't want to be. But anyway.
You know but yeah, Big Sean.
Dark Sky Paradise.
That's a great album.
It was a great album and it had a great lyric because the Paradise came out as like the people heard Paradise. That was the single. And I was like, okay, this song is good.
And that was him on his rap and shit.
And then he dropped
Michael Will beat.
Exactly. But then the album comes out and we hear the extended version. There's an extended
There's
version?
another verse, my nigga?
I was hyped.
I was super hyped, bro. That shit was crazy.
Off this album, I'd say my favorite songs were obviously I like Blessings. You know, so that was a big hit.
Mm-hmm.
Play No Games, still my shit. Still my shit.
Even with the you know the all ears, other words here for your line. I definitely like that song.
That's my song.
And I'm not even a big fan of like Big Sean making like girl records from time to time, but that one was definitely a hit.
One Man Quan Changed the World. That was a good one too. I mean, it's not going to be. It's not like that. It wasn't one of my favorites, but I actually fuck with that song. But I liked the extra songs a lot.
Yeah, the freaking the Party Next Door song was pretty good. I like the what was the one he did? Platinum and Wood.
Mm-hmm.
That was because that song was yo. And that's when I first got a sample of the Detroit sound a little bit because like the beat like started off slower and then kind of like got a little faster and matched like that T Grizzly tempo, which he wasn't even out at the time.
He wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? So when he did come out, I was like, oh shit, here's something that's kind of like that tempo. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I know my fiance, she liked research with Ariana Grande on there. That's who.
That was a fun song because I think he still dating her at that time.
Yeah, he was dating her during that time. But yeah, it was a fire song, and he was also good for having good miscellaneous tracks. Like he had a joint with Pharrell that came out that was fire.
Mm-hmm.
He's good for having a good amount of tracks that don't end up on the album. You know what I'm saying? Control being one of them. You know what I mean? Like there's some of my favorite joints that aren't even on albums. Like it'll be a freestyle, but it'll have like his homie Key Wayne on the beat. He'll just sit there and spit.
Yeah, he does. He drops good singles around his projects, but they won't end up on the project. He does it a good bit. Then his next project to come out was his collab tape with Jhené Aiko, 2088, which I love.
That was actually a good tape, and I didn't think it was gonna be.
I really like it.
You know what I'm saying? Once he moved on from Ariana Grande and moved on to Jhené Aiko, you know what I mean? And I don't want to sound like that because it sounded a little shady when I said it, but he did stop dating Ariana Grande and then get with Jhené Aiko. But they made a good ass tape.
Yeah, it's weird, bro. That came out in 2016. They haven't made no more collabs since.
They made collabs, but not a full tape.
Nah. And I expected, I knew they got together, made this, they broke up. I was like, damn, we never get another 2088. But now they've been back together for like at least two years, at least 2 years now.
So it's like
it's about that time.
We can use another 2088. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not even the biggest nigga when it comes to collab tapes. Like, respectfully, I feel like all the collab tapes we get are ones that we didn't ask for.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? All the ones we asked for, we don't ever get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We still waiting for Kendrick, J. Cole.
We still
Schoolboy
waiting.
Q, A$AP Rocky.
Yeah.
Childish Gambino, Chance the Rapper. We still waiting for those. Ain't no sign for them shits. But hey,
Lil Wayne and T-Pain.
That one did drop.
You swear it dropped. I just never heard this shit.
You know what happened? It didn't drop when people wanted it to. When they were both hot, it didn't drop. But like when Wayne was going through the label trouble and they were still trying to push out Carter 5, T-Pain was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I got a tape. I got the T-Wayne tape. It's 8 songs. They're from years ago. But here, fuck it. Take it. Nah. I got the. I'll give it to you because I got the joint.
I don't think I need to hear it with modern ears. It's probably not going to hit the same.
Yeah, it didn't age the best. It didn't age the best. It's decent shit, but in this, it didn't age the best. You know what I mean? It would have been fire if it came out during that time. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Lil Wayne too, I don't even. I still want. I Can't Feel My Face. As a Lil Wayne and Dipset fan, I was like, oh shit! I was like, God must have listened to this prayer individually. You feel me? Like, bro, but 2088, we could use another 2088. I'm not gonna hold you.
Then he dropped I Decided. It was okay. I really wasn't feeling this album like that. Personally.
It was cool. I liked it because I feel like it was like Big Sean back. You know what I'm saying? Like he's here to stay type shit. I think it was one of those that kind of cemented it. Like he had his moment. I feel like Dark Sky Paradise was probably like him at his peak. Mm-hmm. And then I decided, while I don't like it as much as Dark Sky Paradise, it still was like, oh, okay, I ain't falling off. I still got it, with Bounce Back, produced by Hitmaker. You know what I'm saying? It was a bop. One of the few Hitmaker joints that isn't a real remake, by the way. But it did numbers. I think it was like number 1, I think. Moves. I fucked with Moves. That was just, him rapping on a nice ass beat. Jump out the window. It had some decent joints on there. You know what I'm saying? And it was a concept album, I think. It was supposed to be him like talking to like his future self. But I ain't gonna lie. This like signifies something. It ain't Big Sean related, but it's Detroit related. I think it was the first time niggas heard an Eminem verse and was like, that was corny. Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember that No Favorites joint. I thought Eminem did decent on there, but niggas was like, all right, he's like too lyrical. Like he's getting corny with the bars at this point.
Yeah, that album only went platinum because I didn't mention this, but Dark Sky Paradise went double platinum because it was his best album. Like we both agreed.
Yeah,
like,
it had Blessed on there with Drake.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
and they had freaking what was that song with Kanye? That live for your love, baby. That joint was a banger.
All Your Fault.
All Your Fault. Yeah.
But I mean, he had Migos on this.
Sacrifices. You know what happened?
Yeah, Migos.
Because he dropped this song, Sacrifices. It was right around the time Drake had another song called Sacrifices, and it had Young Thug and 2 Chainz on it. And I ain't gonna lie, all them niggas got off on that song. So it was like, that song was kind of like higher regarded. Like, it was a good verse from Young Thug, good verse from 2 Chainz. Like, everybody was spitting on that shit. So it overshadowed this Sacrifices. They didn't want to hear Big Sean sacrifice. They want to hear Drake sacrifice, apparently.
Only one nigga can be sacrificed.
Only one nigga can be sacrificed, nigga.
So then his next project was that collab with Metro Boomin, Double or Nothing.
I'm not even gonna hold you. It was cool when I when I heard the first single, the Pull Up and Wreck. To this day, I haven't listened to that tape because I just feel like it wasn't exciting. Like it came and went like a motherfucker.
I'm trying to feel like if I remember any of these songs.
You don't.
And
you have a good
Pull
memory.
Up and Wreck is.
It was the lead single.
That's really the only thing that's sticking out in my mind.
It didn't even get a video, my nigga. So I'm like, nigga, you ain't even taking this tape. Nigga, Detroit got like 3 videos. You know what I'm saying?
And what's crazy is this isn't even the hardest Metro Boomin collab from that year. Because Without Warning also dropped in the same year.
I just saw it. I was like, nigga, without Warning, and it definitely dropped Without Warning. I never knew I wanted to hear 21 and Offset on a tape together so much until then, and I was just like, oh shit, that was the tape that really made me respect Offset. Like, like I was like, no, this nigga different. Like this nigga rap.
He can actually rap, yeah.
Yeah. And then he took like a few years off. You know, got his mental health together and came together and dropped Detroit 2. Now, Detroit 2, I feel like in this day and age, I feel like albums be kind of coming and going a little bit, but if you got a solid fan base, it'll still do numbers. It just may not be in the mainstream. It really shows that mainstream don't mean shit. At the same time, it does mean shit, but it doesn't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? But
this album, it feels like the album is really like a Detroit celebration, especially when like you have a couple songs and break it up with a story of somebody talking about how much they love the city of Detroit.
Yeah, that's what he did on the first Detroit. Like had stories on there. This
one was different. I like this album though. I don't like it obviously as much as Dark Sky Paradise.
Yeah,
it's still a good album. I just, like you said, it came and went. Nobody really cared.
You know what it kind of feels like? It feels like Big Sean getting to the J. Cole point of his career. You know, like how J. Cole isn't dropping albums with no pressure these days. He's just, I know I'm dope, so I'm just going to make the songs I want and make the album I want, and I'm going to release it, and it's going to do what it does because I've built a fan base. You know what I'm saying? I'm focusing on me, but I still like this thing called hip-hop, so I'm going to record and make joints, and, you know, I'm going to put it out, but I'm going to do me. I think that's what this feels like, because it was like more mental health based. He's more mature now, you know what I'm saying? I think the time he was working out, I think he's still working out, but like, you know, he's in shape now, so he ain't no more Lil Sean. Like,
he's not. On him. He's changing as a person. Like, that's what his music is changing as well. And I still like it. I really do. I can't say, I don't like this new Sean. Like, no, I still like it. I still like his stuff.
Yeah, well, you gotta like when he's collabing with, you know, producer of the year, HID Boyz. You know what I'm saying? HID Boyz had a really good 2020.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, right, because from the first joint, the Why Would I Stop? I feel like that was just Big Sean on a trap beat, like just comfortable though, like I know what to do already. You know what I'm saying? Deep reverence.
Yep, that's like it.
You know what I'm saying? Like featuring Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace.
Dog, I was so confused how many different niggas had Nipsey songs that wasn't released yet after Nipsey passed. Yeah, there's probably still some we ain't heard.
For sure, nigga. I ain't even gonna hold you. Freaking I'll say the two songs that got me the most after he passed. Because we still ain't even got a posthumous Nipsey album yet.
Nope. No.
I know they got it.
I'm confident they got one.
Yeah, but the joint with Game on his album that was actually fire. Even the way like they made the beat catered around the Nipsey verse, fire. And the joint he got with Jay-Z, which I'm pretty sure that probably did some after production because there's no way that shit sounded that dope when he was still alive and niggas waited to drop that shit. Like even without Jay-Z on there, let's just say they got Jay-Z on there later. That beat is. Why y'all niggas take Nipsey, bro? He was so fucking good. He was one of the rappers that literally was gonna make timeless music. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't gonna be one of them shits that like, yo, he's gonna rap on a trap beat or get Southside. No disrespect, but he's gonna make shit that like is gonna bang now, and then you could play it 10 years later, and it's gonna be like, I remember this time, and this kind of still sounds good now.
Yeah, even because like
he figured this shit out.
He could sound good on anything because even that collab off the Khaled album with John Legend, that Higher song.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. That was a great song.
And the funny thing is too, like, because it came out like right after he passed. So that makes it be known that like Khaled saw something. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't one of those, oh, he's dead, so let's put extra to this. Like the record was already
done.
Yeah, the song was already done. The video, for the most part, they could have shot some more, but you know, he passed. Yeah. But like Khaled, and even Khaled even said that was gonna be the first single. So like he was only gonna get higher. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Nipsey, man. One of the goats.
Anyway, back to the Big Sean. Detroit 2.
You don't want to talk about Wolves featuring Post Malone? That wasn't a highlight on the joint. I'm not posting.
The highlight of this whole album is Friday Night Cypher.
Oh yeah, that was
This is the highlight of his whole.
Every Detroit artist I know.
Yeah, bro. Like he called up all of them. He said, "Look, pull up on the studio Friday." He told all the niggas, whoever like whoever you got with you, all y'all pull up Friday.
All of Detroit is on that shit. Even some niggas I know I think there's like 2 voices I don't know in there, but everybody else I know in there. Like.
Yeah, I didn't know most of them niggas. Still a great song though. Yeah. But like when I go back and listen to this album, I mainly go back and listen to Deep Reverence, obviously Friday Night Cypher, and sometimes I listen to Why Would I Stop? But I usually just listen to those couple songs. The rest of the album is still good though, as a whole.
I like Harder Than My Demons. Harder Than My Demons was kind of fire. That shit was like, I feel like it was like him in his bag a little bit. Oh, I ain't gonna lie too. The what was it?
Zen the fuck out.
Nah, I ain't really like that song. I ain't gonna. I feel it was like too. It felt It felt forced.
Okay.
I think I like. It was The Baddest or was Don? It was Don Life. Getting to the paper like it's human nature. I like that shit. That shit was fire. But yeah, good tape. Good releasing after being chill for a few years too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Big Sean is definitely like. He was definitely like a really significant artist for me at a certain time, especially like he's one of the artists I grew up with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not grew up on, but like grew up with. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's probably around my age group.
And like, sure he is.
And like when the nigga came out, he was cool, young, fresh, doing his thing, and you just watch a nigga grow up in front of you, musically, you know, as you know, as a person, relationships, all the other shit. You know what I mean? So I think he actually was in a movie too. He played the voice of a dog. I randomly watched this movie. I forget the name of the movie, but it was definitely his voice, and it sounded weird as hell. Because every time he raps, he always raps like calm, like, you know, boy, I do this. He always raps really calm. But then on that joint, he was like, "What's up, people? What's going on? Bark, bark." I was like, this is weird to hear his voice make these noises, bro. Like, that shit was weird as hell. But yeah, Big Sean, man, we want to give you your flowers, bro. Because I'll tell you what, as a fan of yours and as somebody trying to figure it out these days, you know, and was trying to figure out, you know, when you was trying to be finally famous and all that shit, you know, you have very good motivational songs, and I've definitely shed many a tear to your music. You know what I mean? So you got a deep place in my heart, bro. And you still could rap your ass off. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, I will reference one song for you that isn't on none of the tapes. It's a song by Hit Boy called Salute. It's Big Sean and Fabio Foreign. And you can even appreciate that song because it's not a drill song. But it's a fire song and Big Sean fire verse. Like, it almost made me excited for like another Big Sean album because I'm like, all right, the spitter is still there. Like he ain't lost no step. He's literally just, I feel like just doing him at this point. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Big Sean. Dead ain't gonna recognize you, nigga. We will, nigga.
Exactly.
And anytime them niggas disrespect your name when I'm there, I'm gonna be like, the Big Sean name, the Big Sean slander has to stop. That nigga's fire. He's been fire. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't fallen off. He seems to be only getting better. He's one of the niggas that gets better and more mature. I like that. I like seeing my rappers get like older and better. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick's, J. Cole's, Big Sean's, Drake's, all that.
Definitely. I feel you on that.
Shout out to Big Sean, man.
So yeah, that was our Big Sean deep dive. I don't know what we're calling this part where we just go talk about niggas.
I want to call it flowers because I feel like most of the time we're not gonna be sitting here, you know, shitting on a nigga. Like, we ain't gonna be like, yeah, I remember when this nigga dropped, he was ass, and he dropped the next joint and it was ass too.
I wouldn't even want to do that. No.
Yeah.
No matter how much fun that sounds to me, I wouldn't want to do that.
That'd be a wonderful level of ignorance, but you know, like we want to spread positivity on this platform. Bro. So, you know, we'll call it flowers. I want to give artists, you know, that may not be recognized because, you know, we don't talk about the top 3. You know what I mean? But some niggas deserve their flowers. They've done some shit. They've been out here and they still doing shit most of the time. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to Big Sean, man, giving you your flowers, bro.
All right, that's what's up.
It's ironic I'm saying this when the flowers aren't here because the flowers definitely would be here mad times. But yeah.
All right. One more thing.
We're
getting our battles of this week.
Shout out Jackie Chan.
Today, as of when we're recording this, not when y'all are going to see this, there's a smack event. It's another super fight event. We'll go through the card. You're going to tell me
Cortez is going to win everything.
You're going to tell me who you think is going to win their battles, and then what you think is going to be battle of the night. All right. Swamp versus Serious Jones.
I ain't going to hold you. I feel like Serious Jones is gonna win that one.
I do too.
I feel like he's heating up. I feel like he's one of the people actually growing and getting better with time. You know what I'm saying? He ain't pimping no more.
Honestly, bro, so, he arguably beat Nitty in Ultimate Madness. I don't know if you saw that round.
Yeah, niggas did debate that he should have won that, and that's not no small. That's not no peon out here.
Nah,
Run Nitty's one of the top.
Easily.
He
Serious had 3 good ass rounds.
Yeah.
It was very debatable, and sometimes I listen to it. And I honestly lean towards Sirius, bro.
Yeah.
He's definitely still good.
Yeah.
We've talked. I've never been that big of a fan of Swamp, especially not Swamp by himself. Swamp with other people.
Yeah, if it was a tag team, I'd be like Swamp. But like since it's Swamp by himself, I've yet to be impressed by him solo.
MVP versus Cuban. I've never listened to Cuban.
Neither have I.
So I'm going to lean towards MVP.
So that must have been the face on there that I didn't recognize. Yeah, I'm gonna give it MVP.
All right.
Especially if he shows up like he did his second battle. Yeah. I don't know about the first and third, but that second nigga was untouchable, unfuckwittable.
We got Coffee versus Miss Hustle.
First of all, I will say I do like how on the flyer they're in the middle and emphasized. Shout out to that. Protect black women, all that. And I have a secret crush on Coffee. Mm-hmm. So, but I ain't gonna hold you. Last time I heard Coffee, I was impressed. So I might give it to Coffee.
I'm also leaning towards Coffee. I got Coffee winning that one. All right. Lou Castro versus Fonz.
Lou Castro's wild strong, bro.
He's wild strong.
He's
also had wild amount of battles lately. I keep seeing different battles from him. Like almost every month, he battles a lot.
You think he's gonna have Danny Meyer syndrome and be overworked?
I don't know yet. That's what people are debating. That's what niggas trying to figure out.
I feel like that always does happen. Smack does always find somebody to overwork, and the only person I feel like that's ever did handle that well was Tay Rock.
Geechee.
Oh yeah, and Geechee. I be forgetting because Geechee don't have no flaws.
Because he's so consistent.
He's so fucking. I forget.
Yeah, dog.
He ain't fucked up yet. Like not once, my nigga. On the set, he ain't never fucked up. You know what I mean?
And then Cortez versus Jaden Nightwing.
Jaden Nightwing's gonna put up a good one. Jaden Nightwing's consistent, so he's definitely gonna show up. I just hope we see the same Cortez. That's all.
If this is the same Cortez from Ultimate Madness, he got a shot to win.
Yeah,
because that Cortez from Ultimate Madness was different.
That was a different nigga. And when I say by far, like K-Shine, we saw progression. Mm-hmm. Cortez was a 180, my nigga, and respectfully, not saying he was ever trash, but he was like king average. And when I even say average, he might have been a little below average. You feel me? But like, he might have been Shotgun Suge level. And then Summer Madness, like
that was Ultimate Madness.
Ultimate Madness, bro. That was a different nigga.
It was like as soon as he came out, who he beat in the first round? Official murdered her. I was like, yo,
and Official ain't no peon.
No, Official nice.
Even though she was having a bad night. I think
she was having a bad night overall, but she's still good. She could. Yeah, she was on off night. He was going to win anyway. But he snapped in that battle.
Yeah, he was going crazy.
And then he beat somebody else before he battled Nitty. Who he battled the second round? I can't remember the second round.
I'm trying to remember. He definitely spanked somebody.
He spanked that nigga bad. And then he went up against Nitty. The rematch that he wanted started choking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because it wasn't even.
That's really what fucked him up. Because he was looking like he could have won the whole competition.
Yeah. Because
he went up against Nitty.
Damn.
And it all shot right back down again. Yeah. Damn, Cortez.
That shit.
Not like this.
That shit hurt.
We were all rooting for you.
That shit hurt, boy. That shit hurt.
Fucked up his bag.
Yeah, I remember that, bro. I forget who he beat, but the second person he beat, it was definitely. Like it was clear,
yeah.
Like he was fucking niggas up, boy. Shout out to Cortez. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like if you never reach that level again, bro, you cemented with me. Like you earn my respect at least in that moment. You know
just know, like so now you know he could go Super Saiyan. He just chooses not to most of the time.
Because I don't know what the fuck was going on for the first 10 years of your career, Cortez. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It was that, and when you went against Head Ice in the Lions Den, because I remember. Because even when I was like, why Cortez? Like, Cortez don't deserve... Because that was when Head Ice was, like, really respected. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, Cortez? Like, they could find somebody better. I know other people that could deserve that slot more, but he put up a good fight. He lost, but he put up a good fight, and that was kind of debatable. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Cortez... I want to give it to... I want Cortez to win it, just because if Cortez is Cortez, it's going to be a good-ass battle.
Yeah, I agree. If he does good, it's gonna be a great battle.
For sure.
What do you think is gonna be battle of the night?
I ain't gonna lie. I do feel like Fonz is getting his shit up. So if Fonz and Lou Castro are like the ones I'm expecting to be the best, because I feel like everybody else is kind of like iffy. It's like if they show up, Lou Castro and Fonz have shown up more consistent.
True.
So they're certified gonna be good. That's what I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Because even with the coffee and Miss Hustle, like I've heard Miss Hustle. I don't know if I've ever heard anything that really impressed me. You know what I'm saying? I think the last time we reviewed a woman's battle she, yeah, and she did good on that, but it wasn't like it was like B, but it wasn't like A. It wasn't A grade material. No. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I agree. Nah, bro. I feel you, but I think I'm gonna say Jay and Cortez might be battle of the night. If they play their cards right.
If Cortez shows up, it's definitely gonna be. That's what I'm saying. Like Lou Castro and Fonz are the only ones that like I know it's gonna be good because they're consistent. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is like, if they show up, it's gonna be good. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. All right. Now we can get into this week's actual battles.
I feel like Fonz been dope ever since he called out K-Shine and didn't get that battle.
Yeah, no, Fonz is nice, bro. Yeah. Fonz is nice
because he was average on that battle when he won. I was just like, okay. And then he called out K-Shine and the whole room was like, I don't know if you want to do that, big dog.
It was he had just barely beat Jay Nightwing. Yeah, madness. And then the first thing you say is K-Shine.
Yeah,
niggas of the game. Like, oh, that's not a good idea. Not a good idea.
It was the funniest thing when it was like, so, all right, pick any battle you want. You can get that. I want K-Shine.
Everybody was like, whoa. Niggas crazy.
In a no crowd battle, you can hear niggas in the background like, I don't know if you want to do that. Like, that shit was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I could have seen K-Shine watching that and get his reaction just so he could laugh. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like the biggest compliment. You know what I'm saying? It really is.
But he been,
I don't know if you want that nigga, boy.
Fonz been really good. Like Fonz, I feel like niggas know Fonz is good, but he doesn't battle all the time, so people have room to forget that he's really good. No, Fonz is really good.
He's just gonna have to box niggas out. Apparently, he's got to
I want that battle now. He need to battle Real Name Brandon now.
For sure, he definitely got to battle R&B.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
For sure.
But anyway, this week's battles we got two of them.
Two.
This is both
2.5 because I'm gonna review one, the Vado and Saigon joint.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do a little quick review of that.
So both of these battles are from the. I don't really know if this counts as an event, but like early in the pandemic.
Sterilization shit. Quant. Early. What's the word?
Come on, quarantine?
Quarantine sterilization. It was a weird ass name.
Earlier on in the pandemic, when y'all really couldn't throw events, there was rooftop battles and they were doing small outside battles. We're doing two of those. We're doing Danny Myers and Twork, and then we're also doing Coffee and KCJ.
For sure.
Let's start off with Danny Myers and Twork.
Oh, God. You got a forgotten nigga? No.
I forgot. So, this was a great battle.
Definitely was. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a great battle on both sides.
Yeah.
Danny showed up, and I even say like Danny doesn't show up, but he only didn't show up when he was being overworked. Other than that, he's pretty consistent.
Yeah, no. Danny Myers with time is great.
Yeah.
Great.
Because he came up and showed his shit. I was impressed. Even with him already being dope, I was impressed with the way he went.
Yeah. And then, all his punches in the first round hit.
Yeah.
Damn, not one bad punch.
And then Nu Jersey Twork. Bro, I literally, bro, I said this, bro. I almost shed a tear. This is like and this is gonna sound pause worthy, but fuck it, I'm gonna say it. Twork is like the fuckboy boyfriend that like you just want him to do right by you. Like just do right by me and I will love you. But you just can't. And this battle is one of the few times where he's like, you know what? He did good today. Like everything was all right. Like, he
didn't do nothing. He had a flawless victory.
Yeah.
Bro, in my eyes. I wrote down one word for his round. Crazy. That's all I can say. Like, nigga, this round is crazy.
It was amazing. This was the Twork I've been wanting to see. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally have it in my notes as that, bro. This is the Twork I wanted to see. Pause. I can't. You know what I'm saying? But like Twork came in. He didn't choke.
Not once.
I think he did have a little bit of fumbles, but even with the fumble, he did it so well that like it didn't seem like fumble. It just seemed like he was just in his bag. So he would like repeat shit or you know what I mean. But it was Twork at his best, and it's ironic because why is he at his best in this small ass sterilized battle? Like it's
in the
barely
middle of a park.
In the middle of a park. They weren't even on the roof.
This battle we were on. They were just standing in the park rapping.
Yeah.
And there was very few people in the background. Like it was just other rappers and like their friends in the background.
And it made it even worse because then like on some angles you can see the kids playing in the background. They just watching niggas yell at each other. That shit was crazy. But yeah, bro, it was he was like Twork was like every fucking bar against Danny Myers. Like it was crazy.
It was like, as soon as I was like, damn, this getting bad.
Getting crowd reaction with no crowd.
And then Danny would come in. Danny's second was really good.
Yeah. It was almost like because Danny went first, and his first was good. Then Twork came in and was having everybody going, ooh.
Yeah.
And then Danny was like, oh, for real? All right, bet. And then he was coming with that shit. It was lit from there.
Yeah, it was lit. And then Twork was like, all right, I gotta follow this up. Yeah. Had a crazy second. Another crazy second. I was like, damn. This is over. But then Danny had a really good rebuttal.
Yes.
You started his third off with such a strong rebuttal. Yeah. That I was like, all right, now you kind of back in it.
Yeah. He was rebuttaling the shit out of Twork's. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, dog.
It was crazy. It was an amazing. And then I know them two had history. So it made it even better because like now that's why they came with it because they know who the fuck they dealing with. Some niggas, we be knowing they fire, but I guess some niggas just don't come prepared or they have a bad home life, or niggas just forget who the fuck they battling. Now these niggas know each other, so and I guess it was like 2 years in the making. Says Twork, so like they knew what they would, crowd or not, they came to show the fuck up. Exactly. It was like, you know what, ain't no crowd here, but the cameras is on, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But then Twork ran out in his last round. I just wrote down it's over.
Yeah. It was one of those like you can't do nothing with Twork. Like Twork was just he was every fucking bar for all 3 rounds.
No, it was bad.
The most he would have was maybe like a weak start. Like maybe the first 4 might be a little throwaway. Everything after that is fucking like haymakers, nigga. He pressed the skills button on them bars, my nigga.
Definitely pressed the skills button, bro.
That shit, Twork. Like, I was like, nigga, if we could get this nigga every single time, he would be the GOAT.
Yeah, easily, bro.
Like, that the GOAT. Murder Muku, my nigga, like, I'm telling you.
We started heating up, bro. It was like, that nigga was like a game breaker on NBA screen, bro.
On every point,
is a game breaker. I was like, yo, what? I can't stop it. You literally can't stop a game breaker
at all.
I was like, damn, bro.
It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. It was just nothing. It was flawless victory, bro. Flawless victory.
When he ended that shit off with any niggas who think took a loss today. Another name for Jesus, El Shaddai,
bruh. It's like, yo, this is a different nigga, bruh.
I was playing 2K like I always do when I listen to battles. I missed my whole shot when he said that shit, bro. I said, wait, what?
Oh shit.
That nigga fucked up what I had going on. But we might as well go ahead and get into these scores.
Let's see these scores, bro. Shit.
How are we gonna rate the crowd control here?
This one I did rate crowd control just because there was crowd reaction.
Yeah, okay, I feel you on that. I just want to make sure we agree before I did my numbers. Yeah. So crowd control.
Crowd control, I gave Danny a 4. They were definitely fucking with him, but Twork had to get a 5 because I feel like he started the crowd even reacting, and then it was like from that point on, everybody was like, "Oh, it's a party." You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree with those numbers. I gave Danny a 4, Twork a 5. Same thing. Delivery. I liked Danny's delivery on this shit, so I gave him a 5. He was in his bag, didn't stumble, didn't fumble, didn't knuckles sonic. You know what I'm saying? Like he would get his rebuttals out good. I gave him a 5. Twork's one of them niggas. As long as he remembers a rhyme, he's always gonna have a 5 in delivery. His delivery is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you give him both 5s?
Yeah.
I also give him both 5s. All right.
Haymakers. Danny was coming with them fire bars, my nigga. I ain't hold you. Them fire bars. I gave him a 5. I was fucking with his bars.
Okay.
Now I wish there was something higher than a 5 because if it was, I'd give it to Twork. Twork was every fucking bar easily a 5.
I also gave them both 5s. All right, great. Going on over in the zone.
Zone. I feel like Danny was doing his thing.
Will you stop dragging this out, nigga? You gave them both 5. Okay. Great. We both gave them 5s. I gave Danny a 19, which is an A, and Twork a perfect 20, which is also an A.
The same.
I like the way you came in there like you gonna say something new. All right, so in this one,
I think he did great.
Nigga, what? You think I was gonna catch on, nigga? I picked up very early. So wait a minute, there's a pattern here.
Yeah, it was a great ass battle from both sides. I like how niggas didn't try to like take off just because there was no crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I like these niggas, bro. Like these niggas don't give a fuck about the crowd. It's like, you know what? I don't know how Smack be having the money to pay niggas for battles that don't have crowds, but you know, he's a businessman. He knows what to do.
Yeah.
It seems like as long as niggas get the paycheck, they come through with it.
Yeah, bro. You know these are niggas who rap because they love battle rap, not because they want to have the biggest crowds.
Yeah, because Twork was a monster that day.
You got any bars for this? We're gonna move on.
Hell yeah. Nigga, yes. On this one I had to. Especially since we will mention these battles were both under 20. Well, this battle was 20 minutes, and the Coffee and KCG battle was 18 minutes. Love that. Makes me really not miss crowds. I know Chess misses the crowds. I don't miss them crowds at all.
Not at all.
That makes niggas just take forever to get their shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we literally discussed picking a battle yesterday after I did a shift at work, and then was like, oh, why don't we do Danny Myers versus Nu Jersey Twork? All right, bet. Checked it. It was 20 minutes. Got it done that night. Next day, we over here. You know what I'm saying? And the next battle just happened to be Coffee and KCJ. I was like, you know what? That's 18 minutes. I'm liking what Coffee's saying so far because it was just going. Why don't I just watch this one too? Fucking ended up being a last minute addition. We like the short battles. We can get shit done, okay? When y'all niggas want to have long-ass battles and your long-ass events, that's when we have pushback episodes, and that's why the last episode was uploaded late.
Yeah, bro, it'd be a lot of shit going on. The fact that we watched 2 whole battles in the time that only this battle is still shorter than any of the battles from Summer Madness.
Yes.
So yeah, bro, I love short battles. I love being able to get in, get out.
Cool. I fully get it. Like when the crowds first left, I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. It feels a little different, and you was like, no, I like it because we can get to the shits.
I've been told niggas, bro, I'm over crowds. I'm a stand on that shit.
It was perfect, like a few months into COVID, because like when the crowds was completely gone, it was weird because we didn't really get no reaction when niggas said dope shit unless you was daylight. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, the niggas behind the cameras going, ooh, how am I getting the reaction? You know what I'm saying? But after that, like Smack started putting like a few people in the front, so it would be enough to like get a reaction. So that was enough for me. I don't need a whole stadium of niggas. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's get to these bars. Twork. It's a bigger 9, but I'm a man with a gauge. Boom, boom. His head and shoulders. Watch Dan drift away. Cannibal spray. I'm talking a tool clap. Shotgun pick you off your feet when I shoot the strap. And this shit'll pick up Sudan like a Uber X. That shit was crazy, bro. Beretta on me. That's a handgun or the tiger clap. Long distance, I don't really do sniper rifles. I ain't used to that. I'm looking for a target near me like Google Maps. Boy.
Yeah, bro.
Boy. Danny Myers. This is what I've been up on. You influence these niggas. I don't buy. You got everybody shaking their hands during a virus. Violence. I'll spark at your homie till his head leaks. It's biblical once I laid Jerusalem next to the dead, see? I was a dope boy. All day I used to slang with it. Sherm heads was bending water before Aang did it. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy, bro. But yeah, good ass battle, bro. Good ass battle. If it wasn't for a lack of crowd, I would consider it a classic, honestly. Bars wise, it was definitely a classic.
Oh yeah, it's like I like how again, like you mentioned, it's so quick. It's one of them battles you can get in and get out real quick. Be like, dog, I just watched one of the craziest battles in 20 minutes. Like
for sure, got it. You know what I'm saying? Got it nice and done. All right. Now I will say, respect to all ladies. This one I didn't put the bars down on it just because this was kind of an afterthought, and I mentioned it to you like what, an hour and a half before we were about to record.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't expect you to watch it during that time, and would have completely respected if you didn't. And then by the time we was down there, I was like, oh yeah, by the way, I watched the what's called. I'll talk about that too. He's like, oh, I watched it too. I was like, okay, dope. I thought I was gonna be talking about it by myself, so I didn't write down the bars, but I will say.
Did you write down scores?
Yeah, I write down scores. Cool. But I will say this battle, I've been saying how I've been hearing a lot about Coffee, but never really seen a battle from her.
She's nice, bro.
Because I saw one battle before, and that battle was cool. It was cool. She was good. But this battle showed me, okay, Coffee is nice with the fucking bars. She's nice. Coffee's bars is what made me want to watch the whole battle. I ain't gonna hold you. Like,
yeah.
She was just spitting, and I was like, I'm liking what Coffee's saying. Hold up, that was crazy. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna watch it. It's versus KCJ. I know KCJ spits. Fuck it, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah. And when I
she honest for me, she didn't start heating up till the second. Her first was just good, had some solid punches in it. But then and then she went, and then Casey went, and Casey's first really it was just okay.
Yeah, it was okay. It was definitely okay.
But then Coffee's second.
When she said
it was over, bro.
2 twins, I deliver better than lip shits. I said, what the fuck,
dog?
I have never heard somebody put lip shits in a bar, my nigga.
She
watched Rugrats, my nigga. Oh my fucking!
You thought she was a crip? She couldn't watch Rugrats?
No, I was just because I'm like that's specific. Like niggas talk about characters and shit, but they always stick to the main niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas will only go as far as they gonna say a Dragon Ball Z line. They may talk about Brawly. You know what I'm saying? But niggas ain't gonna talk about Yamcha. Niggas ain't really gonna dive deep. Niggas ain't gonna be like, nigga, Turles. Like niggas ain't gonna really lip shits. Yeah. You had to know that. That shit was crazy. 2 twins, I deliver better than lip shits. Yeah, bruh, lip shits, Phil and Lil. Oh my fucking, that was crazy. Yeah. Dog.
She started going off in that second, and I said, I almost didn't. I was like, damn, Casey, I feel bad for you.
I ain't gonna lie. This was almost like an opposite situation. It was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Oh no, I forgot. I thought for a second Nu Jersey Twork was from California when his name is Nu Jersey Twork. But I ain't gonna lie, like it was one of them things where it was like, yo, like Coffee was kind of Twerk. It was like she was just coming with it, and it's like, KCJ, you good. You definitely coming with it, and even the name flips was fire. But like Coffee's just on a different level today.
Yeah,
like
it wasn't the same. I mean, Casey did a little bit better than her second. Her second was a little bit better, and she started talking about Coffee laying with niggas want to stay with you, all that niggas ain't wifey type shit. You know, usual shit the girls say to each other. But it was still better than her first. I'll give her that.
And the funny thing is, Coffee, I feel like Coffee just knew she was gonna talk about that, so she addressed that shit. She was just.
It's what everybody goes.
She's like, nigga, I do what I want, and I fuck who I want to. I was like, hey, I'm all from. I know niggas ain't gonna agree with me, but I'm like, yo, women empowerment. Nigga. If you want to fuck who you want to fuck, go ahead.
Yeah, nah, it was easy to go there because again, Coffee was really her only claim to fame at that time was being with Geechee. So it's like niggas didn't really know she was a rapper like that.
I ain't gonna lie, I really didn't know they dated.
And we talked about that. I don't know how you didn't know that. But
I thought they were just like, cause I watched on a podcast one time and I thought they would like say something, but they just seemed to be like homies. It was I don't know. I really thought they were just homies. I thought they were dating before I heard her speak. Then I heard her speak on a podcast, and I'm like, they don't give me dating or together energy. They give me like, you just really the homie type energy. But yeah,
some niggas homies with their girls, though.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, she was fire, bro.
Yeah,
nigga. And then that third, bro. He's like, yo, you never had a man you didn't have a man that was out there sliding, so you can't even catch sleep. When she said, I delivered white so pure, my nigga hit it raw and failed his drug test. Mm-hmm. Oh my fucking God, bro.
She's good, bro. I told you.
I fell in love, my nigga.
She's good, bro.
I fell in love. I never had a battle rap crush. She's my battle rap crush, bro.
She's different. Like,
Fiance, I love you. But yeah, like that, yeah.
She be talking different to these girls.
She was talking. And my only critique of her has been like she has good bars, but she does tend to sound a little stale. Like she'll sound like she's reading off of a paper when she's rapping. Even when she'll have motions and shit, but her voice doesn't really, her delivery don't be the best. Mm-hmm. And this one, like, especially the second and third round, she was kind of getting her bag. She was doing voice inflections. Like, she was delivering it different. So I don't know if maybe crowds make her nervous or some shit, but because while, this was a little disrespectful. There was no crowd. There was nobody in front of them on this one. It looked like it was just them until the camera moves and you see like there's some homegirls in the back, and then like behind Coffee you see like more people. But I don't know why they could have that for Danny Myers and Nu Jersey Twork. They had a lineup of niggas
Yeah,
that was a little weird. But bro, she was in her bag, bro. Like
I'm telling you, Coffee's different. You need to watch Coffee versus T-Top, bro. That battle's really good.
What I'm gonna start doing is when you mention like battles I need to see, I'm gonna keep it a list. So when we have moments like yesterday, which we don't know what to watch and there's no events to watch or whatever, we'll have like a battle to watch, a battle to go to. That's what I'm gonna do. Especially, or if we having a fucking event and niggas don't got time to watch 8 whole fucking battles, especially since crowds is coming back because I'm employed and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga get off work and nigga don't got time for you niggas be rapping to each other for an hour each 8 times, my nigga. Like,
yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Make it quick like these shits. Get in, get out, get something.
Exactly. You feel me? I'm here to hear the bars. I don't need to hear the crowd.
Yeah.
So this showed me that if the bars could be done in 18 minutes,
yeah,
y'all niggas speed this shit up.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well, Dave Chappelle with the wrap it up button, nigga. Wrap it up, my nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but yeah, Coffee was getting off. KCJ, you still KCJ. You was doing your shit.
Yeah,
but plus, Coffee was different.
Day. Coffee was different, and this was before. I mean, this battle from a couple years ago, so this is before KCJ had really like put in the work to get better. This is 2020.
Yeah, it was during quarantine.
I thought it was like 2019, but you're right. This was early.
Yeah, it was during COVID.
You're right. So
it just feels like we've been in freaking COVID and pandemic for mad long.
But you're right. So yeah, but this is before Casey had time to, I guess, get polished. And she came out cooking her Ultimate Madness. But yeah, this is before that.
Yeah, Coffee was crazy, boy.
Yeah, bro. We want to do the scores.
Yeah.
Crowd control, since there was no crowd, I just gave them both 5s. So
that's what I did too. Yeah. Yo, nigga, I don't like being in sync with you like this, my nigga. What's really good with you, bro? Disagree with me, my nigga. Word to my hood, son. Your scores better be different than mine, B. Okay. Straight up, nigga. We'll see. All right? I ain't trying to look like 2 sides of the same nigga, boy. Feel me?
Delivery.
All right, for Coffee, I gave her delivery a 4. And I gave KCJ a 4 on delivery also.
All right, for delivery, I gave Coffee a 5. I gave Casey a 4. But okay. I can see what you were talking about, where her delivery not being as good as it could be.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah. And so now I know she can do it. You know what I'm saying? So now it's gonna be extra annoying if I see, because I seen the battle she did with Tay Ross girl, and I feel like that one's recent, and they had the same problem. Her delivery's a little stale. The bars be there, but her delivery don't be. It just feels like she's reading a paper.
She's one of them people where she raps to the camera. Most people rap to each other. It's like she treats it like she in a music video.
I kind of like it.
No, it's cool. I respect it because it's like she's taking the unnecessary aggression out of it, and it's just like, look, I'm gonna get these bars off to these niggas. These niggas at home know these bars crazy. You gonna see them crazy because niggas be trying to get in each other's faces and rap to each other. She be like, nigga, fuck you. This camera though.
You know what?
I like it.
You know what makes me really believe that shit is I feel like she's the same as Geechee. Like they really come from a real place. So I don't want to go out of my way getting in your face and saying shit because like we're really cool after this. Like she really be cool. She like I gotta disrespect you, but we're really cool with each other.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Outside of this, so I've really done shit to people. So I can't just be in your face like I hate you, and you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna revert back to old shit that I used to do. Yeah. So I can look aggressively in this camera and say my shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be spending the whole battle in your face knowing that I'm not here to do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I kind of like that about her.
Yeah, it's different. I respect it.
Yeah.
Haymakers,
I gave Coffee a 5 because she was spitting that shit. She was spitting that shit, boy. A few times I was just like, what the fuck? Like, in this battle, bro. Shout out to Coffee. KCJ, I gave her a 4. She was still coming with that shit. She was still KCJ, but it was a different Coffee that night.
Haymakers, I give Coffee a 4 because her first round was so light. If her first round was as heavy as the second and third, she would have got a 5. But her first was just lighter, and I gave Casey a 3.
Okay, yeah, definitely wasn't Casey's best work. She was decent.
No, but she still did good.
Because we know she could do better.
Oh, definitely.
Casey's definitely one of the people that can come with some 5s when it comes to Haymakers.
Yeah.
Zone, I gave Coffee a 5 when it came to Zone. I feel like she was in her bag doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially like you said, the first one was a little light, but as it went on, she just got more and more in her bag. Like she was powering up. KCJ, I give her a 5 also because she seemed comfortable up there. Like I said, it wasn't KCJ's best work, but as far as like getting her shit out, she was still in her bag doing her thing. You know what I mean? And it's a little hard to tell without a crowd, but you know, they still came with it. No fumbles, no chokes. Well, actually, some people did say that Coffee choked, but in the footage I saw, I didn't see that. I only saw it when I was trying to look up lyrics, and apparently it was like addressing of controversy of her choking, but you know, and when I saw it, that didn't happen.
Yeah, I give them both answers. So I got Coffee at 19 and Casey at 17.
Yeah, I got Coffee at 19 and Casey J at 18. Yeah, good shit.
Wait, no, my math is wrong. It's 18.
It sounds like something though.
Yeah,
but yeah, definitely a good ass battle, good ass shit. I definitely said it deserved a crowd. This battle definitely deserved a crowd, or at least a lineup of niggas like the other battle did. But yeah, good shit. And I will be looking for Coffee to have a better delivery since I know she can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But geez, them bars was fire.
Good, bro.
The show. But yeah, I think that will wrap up the show. We don't need Artist of the Week because we already got our flowers segment. You know what I mean? Let us know if you like this flower segment. You know what I'm saying? Because of a supporter's comment is why we even continue to talk about this stuff and replace the news topics and stop being little gossip. You know, or at least me. I'll say
little
me.
Gossip?
I'll say me.
That's your name?
You know the fun. I was
become Little Gossip.
The funny thing is, like, I stopped mid sentence when I said it, but I was like, that did sound like a little name, Little Gossip. You know what I mean? But hey, we ain't never gonna be TMZ.
Nah,
you feel me?
I don't care enough.
It ain't really, yeah.
I really don't.
It ain't our lane because I'm not gonna be well researched enough, and you don't really care about this shit because in other words, fuck them.
Basically,
you know what I mean? They don't pay our bills yet.
So if niggas wanted to be TMZ on you and get all up in your business, Quan, what are your socials?
You know what I'm saying? I post my life on Instagram all the time. You know what I'm saying? You can find me at SAYQUAND. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm on Twitter. I might get on there more often. I don't know. Maybe. I don't be having time. I'm employed now. But yeah, Facebook, I'm never on there. Don't waste your time unless you want to get a reply 2 years later. Literally. I've done that. I'm one of them niggas. But yeah. And if you want to get some beats from me, you know what I'm saying? I got all kind of beats, R&B beats, trap beats, hard beats, New York beats, South beats, whatever. You can find me at SAYQUAND at beatstars.com. Or you could just, click the link on my Instagram bio. You know what I mean? Come and shop with your boy. I got it for the low. Where can they find you at, Bloody?
You want to talk to a real nigga, you can find me on all my socials at all the execs name at Not Bloodbath. NOTBODBTH at Not Bloodbath. If you want to talk about the show, you could talk to the show directly. All the show's socials are the same at Hold It Down Pod. Talk to us. We talk back.
We out here. Mainly he's out here.
Well, yeah, mainly me.
I'm employed.
Okay.
That should be consuming my day, so that's why I be saying that shit. Like, nigga, I do that shit and then I come home, my girl want to talk. That's all the energy I got for niggas. You know what I mean? So we try to fit these battles in when we can. Apologies for the last episode being late.
Yeah.
If I like I said, if it wasn't so fucking long, I probably would have been able to fit some shit in here and there. But niggas waiting. I waited until the last second, and it pushed the shit back a little bit. So I'll take that. But yeah, we'll try to get these episodes out a little better on time. This one will be out on time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And plus, it's actually time for another event, which Bloodbath is about to watch. I ain't about to watch shit because I ain't got the energy. So we're going to wrap this shit up.
Yep. Remember to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a bitch to tell a hoe.
Remember, South gonna hold it down.
Pip, pip, dilly, do, niggas.